Code Florida Administration Code 6823.005, the Apprenticeship Agreement. The Apprenticeship Agreement shall contain explicitly by the reference name and signatures contracting parties, apprenticeship in the program sponsor, participating employer, the signature of the party and guardian. Apprenticeship is, if apprenticeship is a minor, the date of birth, voluntary basis, the social security number, the apprentice name of the address, program sponsor, the department, state of the occupational craft, and the apprenticeship is to be taught in the beginning date of the time, remember the duration of the apprenticeship, the statement setting forth the schedule for the work process and the occupation of the industrial division, which apprenticeship is to be trained, and approximately time to be spent each for the process, and stating and showing the number of hours to be spent in apprenticeship work on the job training base, on the job on-the-job time-based program description of the skill set, and the maintained completion of the competency-based program, including on-the-job training component with the minimum number of hours to be spent in apprenticeship description of the skill sets and attained by the completion of a hybrid program. The number of hours to be spent related to supplemental instruction, which is required and may not less than 144 hours per year. The statements providing a formally for a specified period of probation during which the apprenticeship agreement terminated by either party of the agreement of the written notice of the department without adverse impact of the sponsor. After the probation period of the agreement may suspend cancel termination for the good of cause which due to the notice of the apprenticeship reasonable opportunity for the corrective action of the written notice to the apprenticeship and said to the agency of the final action taken. There are probation periods is that after the probation of the period, the agreement may be canceled by the request of the apprentice. Says, the reference incorporating as part of the agreement standards of the apprenticeship program is in the exist of the date of the agreement and may be amended by the during or the period of the agreement. A statement of graduated scales of the wage to be paid of the apprenticeship, whether or not they require related instruction compensated. 9. A statement of the apprenticeship will be accorded with the equal opportunity in the phase of the apprenticeship program in the all apprenticeship employment training without discrimination because of race, color, religion, national origin, sex, or age. A statement if the employer is unable to fulfill his obligation under the apprenticeship agreement, the agreement may consist of the apprenticeship sponsor transfer to another participation under the apprenticeship program with a notice of the transfer to the department of the full credit of the apprenticeship to be satisfactory time earned, name of the address, appropriate authority, and designated program to receive process making disposition controversy difference and arising out of the apprenticeship agreement. The controversy differences cannot be adjusted locally resolved according with the established occupation procedure applicable collective bargaining provisions. A statement 12. A statement that it is evident registration of the program that has been canceled or revoked of the apprenticeship will be notified of the sponsor within 15 business days of the event. Rulemaking Authority 446.032, 446.041, 12, Florida State law implemented in 446.032 and 446.041, 446.092, Florida State History, New June 9th, 1981, formerly 38 C16 05, 38 C16 005, 38 16 005, amended in March 29th, 2011. 6A23007 hearings. Rulemaking Authority 446.032, Florida State law implemented in 446.041, 2, 446.071, 446.081, 3, Florida State History News, June 9th, 1981, formerly 38C16 007, 38C16 007, 38H16 007, repealed in March 29th, 2011. Complaints. Any apprenticeship, pre-apprenticeship, other affected person agreed for the alleged failure of the registered program to meet the standard established by the department shall notify the program sponsors of the alleged failure, and the notification shall be written and signed and complaint written in 60 days of the location decision of the dispute is not resolved in the 30 calendar days of the sponsor receipt notification. Apprenticeship, pre-apprenticeship affected affected person may file for the department of the complaint concerning the alleged failure of any registered program to meet the standards of the established by the department. A complaint shall be written and signed by the complaint. The complaint shall set forth the specific standards alleged to have been violated. In fact, the circumstances pertaining to the complaint, copies of all pertinent documents corresponding shall accompany the complaint. For the department shall review the complaint and all available pertinent information shall conduct such an investigation necessary to be determined regarding complaint. The department will be rendered opinion in 90 days after the receipt complaint with the based on such investigation matter submitted as may be necessary records before it and during 90-day period. The department will make reasonable efforts to effect the satisfactory resolution between the parties involved. The parties will be notified as in the case closed. Whether an opinion is rendered copies will be sent and interested parties substantially affected by the department determination may seek and immerse administrative hearings in accordance with the provision in Chapter 120 of the Florida State Statutes. Not hearing within shall operate invalidate any of the provisions of the collective bargaining agreement between the employers and employees setting higher apprenticeship standards. Any dispute covered by the collective bargaining agreement shall be resolved in accordance with the procedures terms provided herein. Therein, the section is not applicable to a complaint with a concern with discrimination of the or other equal opportunities matters and such that complaints must be submitted by the proceed or resolved in accordance with the applicable provisions of Title 29 Code Federal Regulation Part 30 the www.floridastaterules.org Gateway reference ASAP number reference 00173 effective May 12, 1978, which is incorporated in the reference and herein hard copy obtained with the contacting Florida Department of Education Division Career Educational Apprenticeship Section 325 West Gaines Street, Room 754, Tallahassee, Florida 32399. Rulemaking authority of complaints 446.032, 446.041, Florida State Statute implemented 446.041.2, 4 and 4 Florida State Statutes History News, June 9th, 1981, formerly 386. 3AC 1608, 386.008, 3H 1608, amended March 29, 2011. Reinstatement of the program. Any apprenticeship program deregistered pursuant to Chapter 6A23 of the Florida Administrative Codes may be reinstated upon presentation adequate evidence the apprenticeship program is operating in accordance with the Chapter 6A23 Florida Administrative Code. Such evidence shall be presented in the department if the sponsor requested a hearing of the department in order the deregistration was entered in pursuant to the hearing. Rulemaking Authority 446.032, 446.04112 Florida State Law implemented 446.041.2 Florida State History News, June 9th, 1981, formerly 38C 16009, 38C 16009, 38 16009, amended in March 29, 2011. Programs performance standards. Every registered apprenticeship program must have at least one registered apprentice except for the following specified periods of time which may not exceed 1 year. Between the date of the program registered, the date of the registration, first apprentices between the date of the program graduates, the apprenticeship, the date of the registration next to the apprenticeship in this program. The department must evaluate the performance registered apprenticeship program. The tool factors used may include, not limited to, the following: quality assurance assessment, equal opportunity appliance reviews, and completion rates, adherence to the approved program standards, compliance with the rules relating to the apprenticeship program established in 6A23 Florida Administration Codes. 3. In order to evaluate completion rates, the department must review the program completion rate in comparison with the national average for completion rates. On the review, the department must provide technical assistance to the program completion rate of the lower national average. Cancellation of apprenticeship agreement during the probational period will not have an adverse impact on the sponsored completion rate. Rulemaking Authority 446.032, 446.041, 12 Florida State Statute implemented 446.052, Florida State History News, March 29, 2011.